Hello, 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 everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. I'm back from dinner. Yeah, we had a lot of fun. Jesus, I just started. I'm already getting brain damage. Thank you very much. I'm malware. So, we just had our Animal Crossing slash basically just an art stream. Hooray for Bunny Day, the most horrible celebration in all of Animal Crossing. But now we are going for Broken Sword Shadow Templars finale. I'll be playing it until I beat the game. Don't know how long it will take because we are at 76%. So I think we should be able to do it in like a 3-hour stream maybe, but we'll see. Hope everybody is doing well. In the meantime, I also have been working on next week's schedule, which I will be posting tomorrow morning when I've also confirmed what the new game will be that I'll be playing next week. Which, if you want to vote on it, you can do it by joining the Discords. You can get priority vote in games that I want to play, and also just be in a nice community if you also want to promote yourself like a streamer or an artist. Being mindful, it is an 80+ star. And with that said, I don't think... Hi, Augie! Welcome back. Hello, indeed. Yeah, I'll probably just get straight into the game because I don't know. It may as well take a long time to beat this game, but there's only one way to find out. So let's see here. Confirm. Okay, I need a bit of a refresher in all ways. Oh, so let's read up on the entire story so far. From George's perspective. Paris, vacation. My long overdue vacation in Paris. This is the life, sitting in cafes, drinking coffee, enjoying the sunshine and the ladies. Whoa, the cafe just exploded. Exploded! A clown left a bomb in an accordion, killed a guy and nearly killed me. I will bring that clown to justice once I get some hearing back in my ears. The police don't think I had anything to do with the explosion, which is a relief, but who was responsible? With a very cute photojournalist called Nico Collard. She works for La Liberte, some kind of newspaper. She knew something about whoever planted the bomb, but wasn't giving much away. It's a long story, but this is like an 8 to 10 hour point-and-click story game. So for people who want to catch up on the story of the finale, I'll be reading it for like 5 minutes. But she did give me her number. When an old guy in the courtyard near the cafe, he saw a man running away after the bomb blast, wearing a jacket made of the same material I found in the sewers. He gave the jacket away straight away, but I've got the phone number of the tailor who made it, so I might have a lead. The clown chasing. Visited Nico in her apartment. Turns out her editor spied the story. Seems like some important guys are being assassinated by clowns and penguins, while the police are keeping quiet about the murders. Not quite the vacation I expected. Inside the clown's nose I found the name of the costume shop from which the clown suit was hired. Great lead. Nico Sharp. When I showed her the material that I found in the courtyard, she gave me a photograph she took at the scene. It shows a man emerging from the courtyard wearing trousers made of the same material, and there's a scar on his cheek in the shape of a crescent moon. The guy in Nico's photograph, he bought grease paint from the costume shop and rented 2 costumes, Seamus the Pixie and Bozo the Clown. Apparently he called himself Khan. I'm on his trail. Nico is right, the police are ignoring these murders. Inspector Russell refused to even discuss the incident and said he's been taken off the case. It's beginning to look like a cover-up. Gave the tailor Tordrick another call. He finally admitted to knowing something, confirmed that the guy who bought the suit was called Khan. Apparently he's staying at the Hotel Ubu. I'm getting closer. Met the most fantastic and insane English woman, Lady Piermont. She recognized the photo of Khan, but she said he claimed to be called Merlin. He's been lying to her, toying with her affections. Brave man, she's after revenge. Yeah, I think like the first stream or second stream, we met Lady Piermont, and she's the most batshit insane English aristocrat. Grey woman. Best NPC in the game. That was close. Just as I was searching Khan's hotel room, he came in. I hid in the wardrobe. My heart was thumping so hard, I'm amazed he didn't hear me. He left his trousers on the bed. I found a matchbook with the name Club Alamut and a fake electrician's ID card. Lady Piermont is fantastic. If we're a couple of 100 years older. After helping me get the room key, she then worked her magic to get me Khan's stash out the hotel safe. It turned out to be an ancient manuscript. So that was what Plantard was killed for, but why? Showed Nico the manuscript. I think she was impressed. How could she not be? She knew right away that it was something to do with the Knights Templar, a hugely powerful medieval order with too few horses to go around, or something, but they had a hidden treasure. The Crew Museum. The tripod for the manuscript is in the Crew Museum right here in Paris. According to the plaque, it was discovered in Lochmarn, Ireland. So then we went to Ireland, to the Lochmarn Gem. Lochmarn, what a beautiful village. Nico and I must really be onto something here. Ancient manuscripts, the Knights Templar, and a tripod from medieval manuscripts. All I need is the gem that goes with it. I'll start by asking the locals about Pegram and his dig. Came across this guy, Sean Fitzgerald, who was as nervous as a long-tailed cat. He's been given a package by Pegram and told to give it to someone called Jacques Marquis. Fitzgerald panicked when I caught him out, rushed out of the pub and was run over by a leprechaun. Khan went to the leprechaun suit, it must be him. I met Khan, face to face. He came right up to me and asked about the incident. He was looking for something. Fitzgerald must have had a gem in the package. Now all I need to do is find it. So we got the gem goes with the tripod, now just figure out what to do with them. So the ghost of Lochmarn is no more than a fierce billy goat. For a moment I thought it was going to be incredibly awkward to get past. But in the end it was surprisingly simple. Who would have known? Nico will be impressed. I figured out how to open the secret door under the castle, which revealed my next big clue. An image of a gibbet in a place called Montfaucon. I'll just join the locals for a quick beer before heading back to Paris. So now Montfaucon. I need to find out what Montfaucon is all about. Something to do with the hanging man? I need to find more about the mysterious Marquis. Marquis is in the local hospital. I'll head over right there. Marquis thought I was some sort of assassin. Seemed someone was trying to stop him reforging a sword. He wanted me to deliver the gem to some guy called the Grand Master. Marquis said those two thugs from the hotel would try to steal the tripod. He also mentioned someone called Klausner, who the assassin might have followed to Syria. Very confusing. But before I could get any explanation, I was ordered out by a doctor, who wasn't really a doctor because he then murdered Marquis. These people certainly don't mess around. Wow, that Lobano guy is such a jerk. Look at me, look how much I know about the Knight Templar. Well, I guess he didn't know about the Hashashin, and he knew about Montfaucon and where I need to head. Crew Museum. My attempt toward the robbery at the museum was hindered by a shoddy totem pole, but after a figure swooped in from the ceiling like some kind of superhero. The mass savior was Nico. I guess you did a great job. We do have the tripod. And I found the gem. Next move is to head to the site of Montfaucon and see if we can figure out what to do with them. So Montfaucon, this is where we are now actually. Fooled an idiot juggler, or jongleur as he wanted to be called, and now here I go again into another sewer. Gate crashed, a meeting of influential leaders from the military, business, government and academia. Recognized the academic. He was hanging around the Hotel Ubu, must have been staking out Khan. The big boss, a guy called the Grandmaster, mentioned a broken sword. Didn't Marquis say something about fixing the sword? The sword of Baphomet? They talked about Klausner, who has some lens that's important, but he is vanished in Syria. They think the assassin may have got him too. The Grandmaster claimed to be a Knights Templar. I really don't trust them all. They are just a bunch of megalomaniacs planning a new order. Found out what the tripod and gem were for, placed on the stump at the center of the circle where the Neo-Templars had met. The gem refracted light onto 5 letters. M-A-R-I-B. Nico informs me Marib is the name of a village in Syria. That was where Klausner was last seen. This assassin must be Khan. He killed them to stop them from reforging the sword of Baphomet, whatever that might be. So then we went to Merp. Now Merp, the village revealed by the tripod and gem. Need to start hunting for clues as what happened to the Klausner guy and the lens he's supposed to have found. The knight in the manuscript isn't holding a crystal ball. It must be the lens that Klausner was supposed to have found in Merp. Oh no, Kant's here and he's been asking around about me. According to Ultar, the taxi driver, Klausner asked to go someplace called Bull's Head Hill. I need to check that out. This place is weird. Had to get a toilet brush to get a towel to fix a taxi, but I made it to Bull's Head Hill. Now to look for Klausner. Find him, find the lens. This is some vacation. Trapped in a cave in Syria with a corpse for company and an assassin on my tail. I was right, it's a lens, not a crystal ball. And now I have it. Although Klausner is dead, and I'm going the same way unless I found a way out. Kinda mixed result. Face to face with Khan again, but this time he tried to kill me. Fortunately, my ninja-like reflexes saved me. The Latin inscription in the cave is a clue to where the sword of Baphomet is hidden. Spain, Villa de Vasconcelos. Lobno tells me that the knight's coat of arms belonged to the Vasconcelos family in Costa Calida, Spain. Must figure out what the Vasconcelos family has to do with the manuscript. It looks like Lobno was right. The Vasconcelos family was heavily involved with the Templars. The Countess' chessboard dates back to that era as well. There's something odd about those chess pieces. The Countess took me to her 13th century mausoleum where 5 of the 6 Vasconcelos Templars are buried. Found a chessboard puzzle which must connect to those weird chess pieces. Countess's face really lit up when I told her. Countess told me about the missing Vasconcelos knight, Don Carlo, and his conflict with the church after the dissolution of the Templars. Don Carlos returned from a scholarly trip to find his manservant killed and his children gone. Distraught, he searched for his kids until the day he died. Since then there has been a curse on the Vasconcelos family. My new puzzle-solving skills have uncovered an ancient hidden Templar chalice. Now back to Paris to show Nico. Guess I promised the Countess I'll try to find out what happened to Don Carlo. I'm sure that everything is related in some way. So I've got a challenge, now it's time to follow the lead from Ireland and explore Montfaucon further. Okay. So we had a chalice.
You're back.
Me, I have returned.
No way. Well, I wasn't expecting to see you back here again.
No? Well, it is a strange thing, but I am here on duty.
On duty? But you're just sitting there drinking wine.
No, I am not just drinking wine. I am undercover.
I must be missing something. You're in uniform.
I'll use the excuse.
Precisely, monsieur. My cover is that of an indolent, wine-guzzling police officer.
You've got me convinced.
Merci. But in reality, my every muscle is poised, every nerve honed. I am drawn tight, ready to...
Who or what were you planning to pizzang on?
You must have heard, monsieur, of the terror that is gripping
I accidentally
Paris.
clicked.
You mean the killings? Oh, at last, someone's taken action.
People die every day. No, I am on the trail of Sewer Jacques.
Who?
Sewer Jacques, the terror of the subterranean city. He pops up here, he pops up there. The cops, they seek him everywhere. Is he so hush or beneath the neck that them...
How long is this going on?
Sewer Jacques.
Bravo, that's very good.
Merci. I was up half the night writing that.
So he's useless. Okay, good to know. So maybe someone in the church knows about a chalice?
Hello again, Father.
Bonjour, monsieur. How pleasant to speak to you again.
What do you make of this chalice?
It certainly looks very old.
About as old as this church, I think.
There seems to be an engraving on it.
Yeah? What does it say?
I do not know, it is very tarnished. With your permission, I could try polishing it. I promise I will be very careful.
That'd be very good of you.
This shouldn't take very long. Feel free to look around.
Okay, thanks. The priest was still busy with the chalice, so I decided to have another look around the church. I didn't have time to sit around.
Well, you certainly have time to look around, my dudes.
A knight, there in the company of his fellows. Biblical references engraved into the tomb edge to guide his way to the next world, I guess. A scroll was a symbol of scholarship. I knew that much. A scholarly knight. That rang a bell. A very Spanish bell. On the end of the staff was some kind of disc with a cross on it. Around the base of the disc was a hairline crack. I didn't recognize the biblical story in it. I was a Sunday school dropout. The priest was still busy with the chalice, so I decided to have another look around the church.
Maybe I need to go outside the church.
A stone knight lay at the end of a row of 4. I wondered if this guy had died in combat. I didn't have...
Come on, George, put some pep in your step.
The priest was still busy with...
What if we go in the sewer again?
I couldn't open it with my...
Of course.
Hey, you! What do you think you are doing? Leave that comer alone. Now,
Sorry, no harm intended.
you stay away from that.
Okay. Guess I'll do that. Is there anything else that I can look at?
In French, English, and German it read, in 1312, Pope Clement V dissolved the knightly order of the Templars and excommunicated its members on charges of heresy. In the following 2 years, many of the knights were hanged on this site. Their Grand Master, Jacques de Molay, was burnt at the stake on an island in the Seine. The priest was still...
Reese was still busy with that chalice. You said it didn't take that long. How long do we need to polish a chalice?
A knight. Somehow it looked more modern than its neighbor. In comparison to its neighbor, it looked pretty plain. A stone knight lay in full stone armor, carrying all that armor around. The priest was...
God damn. Okay, so... I've checked around everywhere.
A statue of a knight. It looked a lot like the statue.
Oh, accidentally clicked out of the game. Maybe check outside. See if there's a way we can go to the sewer.
You're back.
Oui,
Who is this Sewer Jacques character anyway?
Ah, if we but knew that, we could have him in custody in an hour. But he is cunning to despoil the sewers of our fair city. He has committed many deceptions. He has pretended to be a police officer and deluded a poor war veteran.
Uh-oh.
He has pretended to be a jongleur
Wow, is that the time?
and an American tourist.
What
nationality are you, monsieur?
Canadian. Well, gotta go now. See ya. Well, it's not everyone who can say they started an urban myth. I think he suspected me of being the mysterious Sewer Jacques. And the last thing I needed at the moment was to be arrested for crimes against public sanitation.
Fair points. Milo, how you doing? Welcome.
The priest was still busy.
Priest, hurry up! I want my
I didn't
chalice.
have time to sit. A row of old pews. I thought of all the people, all those Parisian firm buttocks of the young ladies, the
Okay.
flabby flesh of the old man.
Okay.
That wasn't a pleasing image, so I went back to the young ladies. Whoa!
Okay.
The priest was.
Whoa! Hehe. Do I maybe need to leave the scene and come back?
The priest was still busy with the chalice, so I decided to have another look around the church.
What do I do here? Oh. But strange lens, what should I do with it? Ah, I think I know where the lens can be used. Hurry up, George! No, it doesn't work there. On the statue? Okay.
The lens fitted into the end of the scroll like a hand into a glove.
Huh? Okay.
Per disciplinum meum lux videbus. Hey!
Hey, puzzle time! 3 lens elements need to be slid in the correct position within the circle so that when aligned, they create a clear image. Each lens element can be moved by moving the mouse pointer over the number tab, and when a graph's hand appears, clicking and holding the mouse button to slid it left or right. George will acknowledge the image once the lens has correctly positioned. Oh, okay. Wait, hold on. Does this go on top, maybe? You can't hurry perfection, Milo. Hush. Do my best. What does number 3 do? Wee! Oh god. No. Sliding puzzles are not the greatest in this game. Oh. I'm fighting for dear life here. Holy shit.
The distortions came sharply broken. It was a Knight Templar, burning at the stake. and below him a date in Roman numerals.
Okay, I can't quite believe I got it
Knight
here.
Templar burning at the stake, and a date. Let me see. MCCC That's 1314.
Wow. Are you done with the chalice?
Hey, thanks.
It is my pleasure, monsieur.
What was the writing on the chalice?
It was not writing, my mistake. It was a coat of arms. The remarkable thing is that it seems very familiar.
Ow!
Yeah?
Oui, I think I have seen it on that wall tomb in the far corner. That winged horse is quite distinctive.
I did it correctly. Why you gotta bonk me?
Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Wow, jinx.
Now that my attention had been drawn to it, there was no mistake. There was
No, you
name
love
on
it.
But the coat of arms was undeniably the Pegasus of the De Vasconcelos family. I'd found the last resting place of Don Carlos. My eye was drawn to the biblical references carved into the edge of the tomb. Hey, maybe these biblical references mean something.
Oh, not a puzzle, Jesus. A jumble of letters are carved onto the side of the knight's tomb. You must look for and highlight a number of biblical verse references, compared of a name of a book followed by the chapter and verse. In Latin numerals. Oh, great. So, for example, Luke chapter 8, verse 2 would be displayed as Luke, then V111 plus 11. You must find and highlight all the verses referenced. Highlight the full verse reference and the letters will stay lit, otherwise the letters will fade. George will read the verse references once they are all highlighted. Okay. I think I need a little hint for this one. How does this work? Hit among the writing some biblical verse references. Yeah, but I haven't went to church since I was like 10. There are 4 continuous biblical references. You must highlight all 4 of them like a word search. As well as the book name, make sure that you highlight the chapter and verses. Look for and highlight Psalms.
Psalms 32.
Oh.
The numbers referred to a chapter and a verse in the Bible. Not much to go on, but it must have meant something. If I examined the tomb more closely, there might be other clues to find.
So this one as well? Let's drag it carefully.
Psalms 22:21.
Okay. By that logic, then it would also mean this one as well?
Corinthians 14:5.
Corinthians, yeah, of course. My favorite Bible reference. I guess. Not this one? Let me try it again. That's not it. And for John as well. But where the fuck do I see John in here? I'm trying to make sense of this though. John 4x1. Like this? How else do we get John? Uh... Hmm. That's not it? I mean, it's weird because that one is different from all the others. These are just left to right. Hmm. This is a weird puzzle. John IVXY. Oh, I see it now. Now this is a really weird
John
puzzle.
411. There were no more references to mine, but a series of Roman numerals
Like the
ran
first three,
around
those are
them.
fine.
I
Those
made a
just
note
left to
use
right,
them
but
for something.
I didn't think about reading top to bottom.
Psalms 32:7. John 4:11. Corinthians 1.
This is by far the
25.
more obscure puzzle that I've solved so far.
Just one more. Psalms 22:21. I may not be
Thank you,
perfect,
Milo.
but I've got a memory like a steel trap. The chalice had led me to these inscriptions, but it looked like a happy coincidence to me. After all, the De Vasconcelos arms were already on the manuscript. Nope, I was still convinced that the chalice had some significance all of its own.
But what now? The villa, okay. We're going back to Spain, boys. Who wants to go to Spain? With me. But I can't go to Spain. What the hell? I'm trying it, but the game doesn't let me go to Spain. Or do I first need to go to Nico, maybe?
I solved another puzzle.
You did?
Well, I guess I did.
Well, what was it? What's the answer?
1314.
What does that mean?
It was
Numbers,
the
what
date
did it
when Jacques de
mean?
Molay was burned, wasn't it?
Of course.
The answer was hidden in a stained glass window. When I looked through the lens, the picture changed. It became a man surrounded by
It means
flames.
3040,
Seems to me the
duh.
answers to the Templar puzzles are as cryptic as the clues. Sometimes
We should get a
I
clown
wonder
hall,
if the
clown hall
manuscript
for you,
is an
Milo.
elaborate joke.
The Knights Templar weren't the kind of people to play jokes, were they?
Hehehe.
Let's take
You
another
should
look
also
at the
get a redeem.
manuscript.
Okay. So let's go to it
There's a
again.
guy with a sword and a bull. Between them is a gem supported by a tripod. A knight with a crystal ball. The knight's scroll bears a phrase in Latin. Through my teachings, you will be enlightened. There's a guy working on a loom. There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection has 3 hideous faces.
Look there, 2 guys on the same horse.
I'd better get back to the quest.
Why? Can we now go to Spain? I want to go to Spain! Why not letting me go to Spain? Game! I want to go to Spain! Thank you, Milo. Should we maybe ask for information from the priests?
Hello again, Father.
Bonjour, monsieur. How pleasant to speak to you again.
Do you speak Latin?
You ask this of a priest?
Okay. Can you tell me what per disciplinum meam lux videbus means?
Let me see. That would be, by my teachings, you will see the light. I think.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I noticed that the stained glass window on the left looks more modern than the middle.
Well,
You have a keen eye, monsieur. The original window was destroyed in the last war. It was as old as the church, early 14th century.
Oh man, that's awful.
Oui, a terrible loss. Still, the church and the other windows survived.
well, this is the 2010 director's cut, but the original game is from 1996. So that's why the voice acting can be a bit rubbish and very poor quality sometimes. You should have seen some segments from the earlier streams. Yes, wow, indeed.
Boy, what a shine you got on this.
Merci. It is all in the wrist action.
There is, okay.
Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Wait. Just to be sure. George, move. Are you not examining this anymore?
I didn't have time to sit around.
Okay, let me save just in case. For some reason the game doesn't let me go to Spain, which is weird. What about all the other places? Maybe back at the museum something?
Hi, Andre. Hello, Georgie.
Georgie?
While I was in Syria, I discovered a strange pagan statue. It was like a head with 3 bearded faces. Horrible.
That sounds as if it could be Baphomet, the idol described by the Templars.
The poor Knights of Christ had an idol that looked like that?
Allegedly. The description of the idol came from the evidence extracted by the Inquisition. Mind you, not one statue or idol was ever found on Templar property. Until now, that is. Just last month, a statue of Baphomet was unearthed right here in Paris.
Where?
At the Institut Hermétique de Naval. The statue is beneath the foundations. It was discovered by some workmen while renovating the building.
Can you tell me any more about the statue of Baphomet?
It's a fearful image, even now. A bearded head. The base of the statue is carved with Templar symbols. One of the workmen noticed a curious stain at the base. He claimed it looked like blood.
Nah, somebody dropped spaghetti
That's
on
right.
it.
Thanks for your help, Andre.
You're welcome.
Okay, we got some new updates. Still no Spain. Let's go to the sites. New place.
Excuse me, could you help me?
What is it?
I've got a few questions. You're doing a fine job.
Merci. I have my professional pride.
I don't think I've ever seen a Gauloise smoke so stylishly.
It's a natural talent.
I'm being sarcastic.
I'm being indifferent.
You're very good at that as well.
Merci. Vive l'indifférence.
What does the word Templar suggest to you?
Templar?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Wow.
Be seeing you.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Oh, another guards.
Hi? Excuse me?
Oui,
Oei.
So, what exactly are you doing here?
I'm guarding. You expect to find me shearing sheep?
Take it easy. I just didn't realize you were a guard. What do you know about the Knights Templar?
There was a long pause during which the guard said nothing. Then he said,
Nothing.
Nothing at all?
Is this a test?
What, like a history pop test?
No, like a test.
Okay, yes, it's a test.
Then I know absolutely nothing about the Templars.
Okay.
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
I couldn't get to the door while the guard was there.
What's over here?
The doorway led to an old utility closet that had lost its door. There was nothing interesting in there. I couldn't imagine what I'd achieved by turning the dial.
Of course, George can keep his grubby hands off things.
Do you mind if I use the phone?
Be my guest. I'm paid to guard this door. The phone can look after itself.
So, not my job.
Georges, what have you discovered?
Nothing yet.
Nothing. Is something wrong?
No.
Georges, why are you calling me?
Oh, no reason. I just wanted to hear your voice.
You did. Well, this is my voice saying, don't bother me, I'm busy.
Oh.
God damn it, George. Wasting
There
her
was a
time.
closed door with toilet scratched into the cheap veneer.
That door's locked, monsieur.
Okay. How about some
Hi
more
again.
What is it?
I'd like to use the washroom, but the door's locked.
Oh, that's no problem. You can have the key.
Thanks.
Yes, I can use a shitter. Whoa, fancy bathroom you got here.
Being in a charming comfort station like this made me think fondly of the toilet in Syria. That place was kept in pretty good order. At least, it had been until I vandalized it. Still, it was all for a good cause.
You keep telling that, George.
The thing felt really hot. Big demands seemed to be being made on it. Oh boy! Dirty soap! How do they do that?
Who made the soap dirty?
On the wall was an automatic hand dryer.
And why are the faucets
The taps
running?
were rusty. Oh boy! The cold tap's washer looked to have failed. It was just dribbling down the sink.
Uh-huh.
I didn't want to carry a bar of dirty soap around with me.
Really now? And you do have a cloth that has a clown's makeup on it, still in your backpack after the first stream. But you don't want to carry dirty soap? Okay. Seemed a bit like a hypocrite to me.
The thing felt really hot. I wasn't about to wash my hands in this place, so I didn't need to dry them.
Okay, maybe cause a distraction here in the bathroom. Can we not like clog the toilets? Okay, badgesting.
Hi again.
What is it?
The guard was being amazingly evasive. It was going to take more than goodwill to get past him. I'd like to know what you're guarding, please.
That's a secret.
It wouldn't happen to be an archaeological site, would it?
Are you asking me or telling me?
I'm telling you.
Then why ask?
I had a feeling this was no normal hole in the ground.
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur. Hey, monsieur, don't go with my keys.
Hi again.
What is it?
Here's the keys. Thanks.
Merci, monsieur.
Talk to you later.
Au revoir.
Hi again.
What?
I need to use...
Again?
I have this problem. How technical do you want me to get?
Never mind. Here's the key.
Hydrate, thank you.
The door was locked.
Silly me, I forgot to use the keys. Can I do something with the keys here? I am in the bathroom. Oh,
I didn't want any coal.
too bad. You're getting coal. Really now? Oh, okay. Snack time? Okay.
Perhaps I could make a copy of the key.
I never knew you could do that with soap.
The key had made a clear imprint in the soap. The bar of soap had the imprint of a key in it.
Oh, hold up. We still have some,
I knew keeping that plaster was a good
some
idea.
plaster. I'll treat myself on another batch
With the
of
plaster and the imprint, I was on the
Jack
right
Cheese
lines.
Girls.
I had filled the key's imprint in the soap with dry plaster.
Come on, get out. I'm gonna have some munchies for the finale. That's it. I'm gonna miss you, cheese girls.
On the wall was an automatic hand dryer. You can't make a cast without wetting the plaster. But wet plaster alone does not make a cast.
Oh shit, I care with another snack time.
Process.
In that case...
Well, it had taken a while.
What else do I have?
But I had made myself a completely unconvincing plaster key.
And the kitty, thank you.
I'd have to substitute it for the real one. Trouble was, it looked like plaster and not metal. Then again, that plaster statue in Syria hadn't looked like stone until I'd been a bit artful with it. Maybe I could improve the
George,
key
can you
as
be
well.
quiet? I'm trying to get snacks. Whoa, oh shit, I forgot these were round balls. Thank you, I'll have some more Japanese Kirby snacks as well. Man, you guys are treating me for this finale. How am I doing? I'm doing well, Akira. How are you doing? Hope you've been doing well.
Hi again.
What is it?
No way.
Here's the keys. Thanks. Merci, monsieur. Talk to you later. Au revoir, monsieur.
Surprise, 2 Akiras.
The door was locked.
OG Akira, you wish.
Hi again.
What is it?
I have...
The door was locked.
Let's see, can we do something with the key to give it the metal shining?
I didn't need to use the soap again. I wasn't about...
We need a hint. Some paints. I know who to find.
Hey! Monsieur, don't go!
Monsieur, my keys.
Hi again.
What is it?
Here's the keys. Thanks.
Merci, monsieur.
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Don't believe me, just ask me. I don't believe in the slightest.
Hey, monsieur, get away from my paint pot.
Okay.
I should think so. Meddling with a man's paint pot. Pah.
Hi, it's me again.
What now?
I made this key out of plaster.
How thrilling! How clever! How pointless.
So, what are you doing here?
I am having my break.
Yeah, I mean, when you finish your break.
When I finish my break, an interesting concept, monsieur.
You'll probably need to think about it.
I could have another cigarette while I consider. Perhaps tomorrow too.
Okay, let me put things differently. What were you hired to do here?
I was hired to keep the archaeological dig in the basement of this building clear of debris, and to touch up damage to the door frames with my little pot of paint. It's a very responsible job. Unfortunately, I'm not a very responsible person.
Wow.
I was pretty sure the shaken shock had shot its bolt in Syria.
Aww.
Be seeing you.
Au revoir, monsieur. Hey, monsieur!
Okay.
I should think so. Hey, you! Get away from my dumpster.
Okay.
Okay. Talk to Nico. Okay, strange turn of events, but I'll do it.
Couleur.
Hello, Nico. It's me.
Hi, Georges. What's happening?
I'm at the excavation, but they won't let me in.
Damn! We need to know what's in there.
Don't worry. I've got a scheme. I'm going to need your help, though.
Okay, what do you want me to do?
I want you to keep somebody on the phone for a while.
Who?
A painter. I need to get at his pot.
Oh, okay.
Stay on the line. I'll go and get him.
Okay.
Hi, it's me again.
What now?
You've got a phone call.
For me? Are you certain?
It's a woman. She sounded hot.
What woman? She must be mistaken, monsieur.
Well, she asked for that hunk of a man with the nicotine fingers and his ass hanging out of his pants.
Ew.
Certainly sounds like me. Stand back. It wouldn't do to keep the lady from her hunk.
Oh god, I feel like barfing from that. Typical 1996 humor.
Well, monsieur, what a strange woman. She was all over me and then suddenly, nothing but abuse.
Really?
What? Abuse? Ah well, I have a cigarette to finish. And monsieur, if she calls again, I am not available.
What a shame. Oh.
The door was locked.
Do we need to try the paint, maybe?
Hi again.
What?
I need...
Again?
I have...
Did the music
The
glitch
door
out?
was locked.
Or... No? Imagine the guard gonna feel things with his fingers. Shark him?
Hi again.
What is it?
No. No way. This gadget is a sewer key.
So it is.
Look, a tissue stained with grease paint.
Ah, just what I've always wanted. If you give me that, you can enter through the door.
Really?
Of course not. What would I want with an old tissue?
Oh.
Talk to you later.
Au revoir.
I couldn't imagine what I'd achieved by turning the dial.
The thermostat.
The thing felt real.
Hi
Try
again.
again.
What?
Talk to you later.
Au revoir.
Maybe missing something. Kind of an intricate plan.
I couldn't imagine. A thermostat was mounted over a radiator. The radiator was pumping out heat as the thermostat was cranked right over to full. No wonder it was warm in here, even with the door open to the chill of fall. I couldn't imagine. I couldn't get to the door.
So turn it down.
The door.
Okay, now turn it down, George.
I couldn't imagine what I'd.
You can imagine, then do it.
The doorway led to an old utility closet that had
Don't
lost
imagine
its
things.
door. There was nothing interesting in there.
Hi again.
What?
It sure is hot in here.
I have to have the door open to allow the workmen access, so why not? I turn the heat up.
You could wrap up warm.
I have my gloves if it gets cold, but why bother when it's warm anyway?
Talk to you later.
Au revoir.
Oh, now I can do it.
I turned the heating off.
As I'd hoped, the guard put his gloves on.
Okay.
Hi again.
What is...
Here's the keys.
Merci.
Talk to you later.
Au revoir.
Did I do it? Oh, I see.
I need...
Again?
I need to use the toilet for the 5th time. I'm very constipated. You shut up.
Now, I'd substituted the fake key for the
There
excavation
we
key.
go. I forgot I could do that.
But felt false.
Yeah, who cares? Oh. I need to make sure. 1 second. There we go. Okay.
Hi again.
What is it?
I held my breath and hoped that he wouldn't notice the substitution.
Here's the keys. Thanks.
Merci, monsieur.
After the amount of trouble I'd been through to get that key, I wasn't about to share with the guard how clever I'd been.
That does seem like a George Stolberg action to me, though. Just saying. Okay.
Talk to you later.
Au revoir.
Nico, need
Hi,
your
Nico.
help.
It's me again.
I'd guessed. What do you want this time?
What did you say to the painter?
I shan't repeat it, George.
Look, I need to get the guard out of the way. Could you call back and ask him to get the painter again?
Okay, I'll call back soon.
No!
This looked like a good place to watch things develop.
Oh.
Hey, you! It's the phone.
Yeah, who is it?
How should I know? What am I, your social secretary?
It's not a chick, is it?
Yes, it's a woman. Are you going to answer it?
Does she have a warm, sensual voice like molten chocolate?
Yes, she has a really sexy voice. Now get a move on.
I'm not talking to her.
I can see that. You're wasting time talking to me.
No, you don't understand. I refuse to talk to her.
You refuse. You refuse. I'm wasting valuable time.
Don't make me laugh. Your time valuable? You just stand around all day.
I have a highly responsible job. Pah, don't pah me, you elephantine oaf. My job is important.
Impossible. They would have hired somebody competent in that case.
Ladies,
What?
stop
Instead
bickering.
of which they hired a dismal rent-a-cop like you. All epaulettes and no brains.
Why, you...
This
Oh,
one was set to
snap.
carry on for some time. It was too good an opportunity to miss.
What we got here?
I couldn't see anything useful to do with the planks.
Well, we found the three-faced statue.
There was no doubt about it. It was the same sort of idol I'd seen in Syria, Baphomet. The Templars had certainly been through here. Close up, the pattern didn't make any sort of sense. It fanned out around an axis point, a kind of focus to one side. Now there's a familiar face. Now there... Close up, the pattern, it fanned out around an...
What can we do here? You may need to reflect on this matter. Reflect. Oh!
And there it was, decoded by the curves of the chalice, the image of a church.
We're making it out of the conspiracy tonight, boys.
I found out what the chalice was for.
You've solved the puzzle?
Yeah, there was a distorted picture at the Baphomet site. When I viewed it in the polished surface of the chalice, it changed.
What did it show?
A picture of a church with a square tower. Let's take another look at the manuscript. There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection has three hideous faces. There's a guy working on a loom. There's a guy with a sword and a bull. Between them is a gem supported by a tripod. A knight with a crystal ball. The knight scroll bears a phrase in Latin. Through my teachings, you will be enlightened.
Look there, two guys on the same horse.
I guess I'd better return the chalice to the Countess.
Hurry back, Georges.
Can we now go to Spain? To Spain!
Mausoleum, summer house. Easy mistake to make.
So is the Countess in here or is she in a room? Wait, do we actually put the chalice back in here? Well, I'll just give it to the Countess then. Let me into the mansion. Upstairs.
Senor Stobart, oh, what a pleasure. Please, sit down.
Hi, Countess. The pleasure's all mine. I've brought back your chalice.
Why? You've had it cleaned.
Yeah, I met an obliging priest with a soft cloth.
Have you resolved the Templar mystery?
No, not yet. I don't even know what it is I'm after.
There are many stories of the knights secreting great wealth away.
Whatever. All I know is I don't want the bad guys to get it.
Ah, to be young and live in a world of moral absolutes.
I discovered something amazing with that chalice. In Paris, I found a church where they recognized the coat of arms. I found the tomb of Don Carlos de Vasconcelos.
You are sure? There can be no mistake?
The coat of arms on the chalice matches the one on the tomb.
Incredible. You have my most profound thanks. I must go there as soon as possible.
Yeah? Well, I'd be happy to show you the city. There's something else that I discovered carved on Don Carlos's tomb. Biblical references.
What are the references, Senor Stobart?
Psalms 32:7, Corinthians.
I am not a good enough scholar to know the Bible chapter and verse. I meant, what are the quotations?
You know, I forgot to ask the priest.
Whoops.
I'll have a look around if that's okay.
My home is your home. I shall remain here.
Yep, certified clown moment. Let's fly all the way back to Paris, go to the church, and then come back to Spain again. Price of plane tickets be damned. Also, it feels so weird without any music here. Come on, George! Hurry!
It was the driveway down to the main. I didn't want to leave just yet, though.
Oh, not yet? So there's more we can do here? We'll be needing a Bible. Chat, do you guys have a Bible?
Hi there, Lopez. How's tricks?
Senor Stobart, I feel I owe you an apology.
No, you don't.
I was impolite on our first meeting.
Look, Lopez, just forget about it. I came on like a snake oil merchant. I wouldn't have trusted me in your shoes.
You do not understand. Finding the chalice has given my lady a new lease of life. It's a marvel. She smiles, she laughs. The tradesmen are saying that she is on Prozac.
So the Countess feels that the curse is lifted.
I would not put it so strongly. Your discovery of the chalice was proof that the Templars never abandoned the de Vasconcelos. It counts for a great deal with my lady.
Okay.
Catch you later, Lopez.
Adios, Senor Stobart.
Back at the mausoleum. Got a Bible here. We got the Bible. Go upstairs. Give Countess Bibble.
Hello again. Mind if I sit?
Please, be my guest.
Here's the Bible from the mausoleum.
Very well. Let us begin. The first reference.
Psalms 32:7.
Thou art my hiding place. Thou shalt preserve me from trouble. Thou shalt compass me about with songs of deliverance. My hiding place.
Don't get your hopes up too high. This might just be leading us to where we found the chalice.
You are right, of course. The next.
Okay, John 4:11.
John 4:11. Here. The well is deep. The next. Quickly.
Okay. Corinthians 4:5.
Here it is. Will bring to light the hidden things. Any more?
Just one. Psalms again. 22:21.
Save me from the lion's mouth, for thou hast heard me from the horns of the unicorns. Alas,
Unicorns?
confusing. Lions, unicorns, what's it mean?
I can't guess.
Salient points seem to be a hiding place and a deep well. In no sense is the mausoleum a well, Senor Stobart.
Is there a well in the grounds?
I do not know. I suppose that there must have been once upon a time. Lopez is the man to ask about anything pertaining to the estate.
Then we
I'll
ask
look around
Lopez.
if that's okay.
My home.
My home is your home. Mi casa is your casa. Lopez! Tell me.
Hi, Lopez. Got a minute?
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
You must know just about everything that there is to know about this place.
See, I have lived my whole life here in the service of the Vasconcelos.
Do you know of a well anywhere around here?
A well? Si, senor. This used to be a fortified villa. How can you last a siege without water?
Great! So where is it?
How should I know? The well was covered over in the last century. It was dangerous, you see.
And you have no idea where it was?
None. It was hidden even before my grandfather's time.
You must have a vague idea of where the well is.
It must have been in the old house's courtyard, so that would put it around here.
Here? Okay. Now, how do we find it?
Okay.
There might be a way. Let me think about it.
Any ideas yet?
Not as yet, Senor Stobart. I shall give it more thought.
Any ideas yet?
Not as yet, Senor Stobart. I shall give it more thought.
And it is
Any
yet?
ideas yet?
Not as yet, Senor Stobart.
Catch you later, Lopez.
Adios.
Well done. Maybe the Countess can help him more?
Hello again. Mind if I sit?
Please.
Okay, nothing
I'll have a
new.
look around.
My
I guess we look around ourselves? About the candle in the mausoleum? Okay, weird way to do something with that.
Now what? There was nothing to snuff. Feeling like an idiot. It was a rod with a cone and a hook on the end. I guessed it was for snuffing out the big candle in the chandelier.
Okay.
It was a rock. I guess.
I tried it before. Oh. Clots! Let's light this place up. Oh. We first close a window. And now we light up the candle. This place is about to get lit, literally. Will this reveal something? Oh, cutscene. Man, how long do you have to wait for a candle to burn out like that?
The candle had burnt brilliantly, but only for a couple of minutes. So,
Minutes?
a complex shape expertly cut in stone. I figured it was some kind of key.
Okay.
It was a smooth, intricately carved piece of stone that had been concealed inside the great candle.
Okay. In the checkboard?
Now that it had given up its secret, the glass squares in the lectern were just decorative again. The lectern was bare. It was too delicate to move. George Stobart, grave robber. No, I don't think so.
I mean, you've already done enough illegal shit already, Mr. American Tourist. Sure, grave robber would just be a tiny thing to add on it.
Hi, Lopez.
Santa,
Any ideas yet?
we are looking for a source of water, see?
Yes.
For generations, the Spanish country folk have had a secret way of locating water, even if it is meters beneath the ground.
Ah, you're not talking about water dowsing, are you?
Eh?
You know, you get a stick and walk around until the stick twitches and dig there.
Oh, you've heard of it.
Yeah, I think most of the planet has. Okay, let's get a stick.
Uno momento. It must be a special stick, a wide of hazel.
Right. Do you have any hazel trees?
See? Here. That is hazel.
Also, a nice thing with point-and-click
I went
games
over
from
to
the
find a
olden
suitable
age,
stick.
the audio
I don't
balancing.
believe it. There wasn't a single usable Y-shaped branch on the whole damn thing.
Man.
Hi, Lopez.
Certainly, sir.
Do you know what this is?
No, senor. Is it some kind of key?
Yeah, I think it probably is.
Where did you get it?
It was hidden inside the big candle in the mausoleum.
And you burnt it? I wondered what the light was I saw through the window. My lady will be furious. The candle was centuries old.
Ah.
Oh. Well,
Catch you later, Lopez.
Adios, Senor Stobart.
Good job, George.
Hello again.
Please.
What do you make of this?
It looks like some sort of key. Where did you get it from?
It was buried inside the great candle in the mausoleum.
Inside it. What have you done to it?
I, lit it.
But it is irreplaceable.
Listen, the candle was to be lit in case of Moorish attack, right? Well, it burnt down in no time and revealed this key thing. Maybe that was the real purpose of lighting the candle.
What are you suggesting?
That lighting the candle was the equivalent of break glass in case of emergency.
Sentiment must not stand in the way of solving this mystery. You did the right thing.
We got the old lady's approval. Heck
I'll have a
yeah.
look around if that's okay.
My home.
My home is your home. Blah 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 blah. So there must be some place where you can place the key.
It was a small mirror hanging over the sink.
Okay.
It was just a little utility room with no exit, unless you counted the window, and I didn't.
Mm-hmm. Can we go in here, actually? Ah, yes. The sound of dogs barking.
I didn't like the idea of carrying 30 yards of hose around me, so I left it alone. I went over to find a suitable stick. Aha!
We got the stick! We got something brown, a sticky, a stick. Uh-huh.
Hi, Lopez.
Certainly, sir.
Well, I got my divining rod. Now what?
Simplicity itself, senor. Hold the wand at the upper ends of the Y. Apply a little tension with your wrists so that the slightest movement of the wand's tip is clear, and walk slowly and steadily over the area.
Sounds easy enough. We'll find this well in no time.
Oh, cutscene. Over here. Do we need to do something here, or is George just doing his own thing for a hot minute?
Senor Stobart, you've found something.
This is it. This is where we find the secret of the Templars, hidden here for hundreds of years, lost from the sight of man until now. The mystery is revealed.
It's a tin can.
I've been walking up and down with a twig in my hands, looking for a tin can.
It had water in it. That's what the dowsing stick must have detected.
I'd have to check with an archaeologist, but I don't think the Templars left that.
In truth, Senor Stobart, the loan was laid many, many years ago. This can could date back to the Napoleonic Wars.
Get rid of it and I'll try it again.
Yeet!
Lopez threw the can away. It seemed to fall an awfully long way. The splash at the end confirmed what we both suspected. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle.
A monkey's uncle?
It has been here all the time. All those years and nobody found it.
Stood in awe for a moment, marveling at the secrets all around us.
I could have fallen down that.
Wah, wah, wah.
The well had been lost for decades at least. The air was cool after the noon sun, but that's not what gave me goosebumps. I have a really, really bad feeling about this.
Uh-oh. Guess we'll save then. How far are we? 89%! Wow, we are almost at the end.
Sometime in antiquity, there'd been a rock slide. Big ones. I wished I'd had a hard hat.
What is this ominous lion statue thingy?
From a distance, the lion's head had been impressive. Close up, it was frightening. Hey, one of the fangs is a separate piece.
Oh?
I could hear the sound of a lot of stone moving, and I knew I was in danger.
Whoa! My boy George almost died again.
Oh, very funny, you psychos!
Senor Stobart! Senor Stobart! Are you all right?
It's okay, Lopez, I'm fine!
God, the audio quality.
You gave me a scare!
Nice try, Templars.
Well, let's go into the darkness.
I wished that I had Leary's flashlight now. It was too dark to see, and I had to rely on touch. It just felt like a pitted stone wall. I'd almost been killed for the sake of a red herring.
Okay. Can you refract the light with it?
I realized I could use the mirror to reflect the light.
Oh! Oh!
There, in the middle of the door, I could see some kind of socket. It looked like this wasn't quite the dead end it had seemed.
Can I put my thingy-majig in it?
I slid the stone key into the lock. There were buttons that turned the dials.
Oh shit! So we got another puzzle. Hold up. Oh. I don't know the dial the Roman numerals. Oh shit, oh god, do we have it in a note somewhere? Is it somewhere in the notes? No. My best bet is we may need to make 1340. Okay, so let's double check it again. The notes. XIV and XXVY. Hold up. XIV and XXVY. Oh, what, wait. XIV. XXVI. VI and LXXXY at the bottom. Oh, all the way around. I think I'm doing something wrong here. Oh, can I press this button? Okay, let's try it again. XIV and XX VI VI LXXXY. Three and one. Also say here, yeah. So 3, 1, XVII. Sound like a crazy person doing this. XII. Aye, Captain. XXV. That didn't do it? Hold up. Oh!
I must have made a mistake.
Oh, I need to
Lock
press
spun
this
back to
button.
neutral and nearly took my fingers off. I was gonna have to start from scratch again.
Okay, I got it. I forgot I could use this button.
I heard the sounds of the lock moving. I thought the wall was gonna come down on my head.
XIV, yeah. May I please use my notes again? XXVII. Yes. Next up is VI. LXXXY. I. Sorry. What's next? Yes, I know. Can I please continue? 3 and then 1. Okay. XVII. Oh, other way. VII, XII. This really feels like an old PC game puzzle. XII, XXV.
Oh, yes! Bonus points for that, I hope.
Oh,
Maybe the old
yes!
Stobart fingerwork wouldn't let me down.
The old Stobart fingerworks. Okay, buddy. Oh, shit. What happened here? You could say that again.
Before I left, though, there was one last thing to do.
Wow!
You won't be needing that replacement piece anymore, Countess. I found it with the children. You'll probably want to be alone for a while. I'll be out in the garden with Lopez.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up. Oh my god. Not the time.
George, welcome back.
Come in, Josh. It's good to see you again.
Is it?
Sure. What did you find in Spain?
Without Andre, we wouldn't have got this far, Josh.
Yeah, I know. The clues led to an underground chamber at the bottom of a well. The Templars had left a tapestry showing a chessboard. The white pieces were vastly outnumbered. There was a stream running across the board, and a Templar knight on a horse.
Does it mean anything to you, Andre?
No, nothing.
Maybe we should tell Andre what else you found, Josh.
You're right, Augie.
And a Latin inscription, to the west, at the edge of the world.
Georges found that in a cave in Syria.
Yeah, where the assassin almost killed me.
Then we've got the burning of Jacques de Molay and the date, 1314.
From the window of the church in Montfaucon Square, one of the few places where nobody tried to kill me.
Then we have the image of a church that Georges found at the excavation. I don't recall anyone trying to kill you there either, Georges.
And finally we have the tapestry in Spain. Did I mention I almost got killed there?
Not yet, but I'm sure you're about to.
It was only my cat-like reflexes that saved me from certain death.
Cat-like reflexes, eh?
And while I was risking life and limb, where were you, Andre? Getting your glasses fogged up over an Etruscan vase?
That's enough, boys. Can we get back to saving the world?
Of course. My apologies.
He started it.
He started it.
The Latin phrase are the words of Julius Caesar. He was describing the island of Britain.
Are you sure? The map didn't look much like Britain.
How come Caesar described Britain as being at the edge of the world?
To the Romans, the Mediterranean was the center of the universe. Britain was a remote, unfriendly place, inhabited by blue-painted savages.
It hasn't changed much.
They've stopped painting themselves blue.
Except when they go to a football match.
They used an extract from a plant called woad, Icetis tinctoria. The Scots were using it until fairly recently in the wars with the English.
Fairly recently? I don't recall the Scots being at war with the English. How recently are you talking about?
I believe William Wallace's men used it in the 13th century. They might well have been using it as late as...
You can't remember, can you?
1314.
Ah, we're back onto that, are we?
André, what is it? What do you mean?
1314 in Scotland. The Battle of Bannockburn.
That would explain the stream on the chessboard. That's what a burn is. Right, Andre? As in Bannockburn?
Right, George. And it gets better. Tradition has it that the Scots were helped by a shock force of, well, can't you guess?
Neo-Templar?
Yes, a group of outlawed Templars. They are said to have turned the tide for the Scots.
And it all ends at a church in the Isle of Britain at Bannockburn in a church.
What are we waiting for? I'll call a cab.
I can't go.
Andre, you've been loads of hell, but...
What George is trying to say is that you shouldn't feel guilty.
I was?
We understand you've got commitments. Oh, listen, we have to hurry. Let's go, George.
We'll see it through.
For some reason, I don't trust Andre.
Don't worry about us.
I have a small feeling I don't trust Andre.
Pardon me? She must be deaf.
Yes, my dear.
Do you know what time we're due in Stirling?
6:15, but we're running 8 minutes late.
I don't trust this dude.
What's the book you're reading?
Oh, it's something I picked up at the station. A medieval detective story. Quite well written for that kind of thing. It's been out of print for years.
Do you know Stirling well?
Yes, I do. Is that where you two lovebirds abound?
Yeah, we...
It's one of the places we thought we'd stay on our holiday.
Be sure to visit the castle, won't you?
Oh, I'm sure it's a neat place. But we are not really interested in history, are we, George?
No. What's the title of the book?
The Crooked Crusader Caper by Molly Pegram. I assumed the author was a woman, but apparently not. His real name is...
Professor Nigel Pegram.
That's right. Do you know him?
No, I never met him.
George is a great fan of these, though.
Is there a church called St. Ninian's at Stirling?
Yes, there is. And I know why you're going there.
You do?
Of course I do. It's obvious you're in love. You're eloping, and they say romance is dead.
Where are you going, George?
Do I need to spell it out?
Don't snap at me. If you're going to take a leak, why don't you say so?
Okay, I'm going to take a leak. L-E-A-K.
Tickets, please.
Oh, hi.
That's a standard full-price peak return. Don't you have a senior citizen's rail card?
I rarely travel by train. My ticket is perfectly valid, is it not?
Well, yeah, but you could have saved up to 1/3 of the cost.
I do not need to indulge in puffling thriftiness.
Blimey, you're a funny old bird and no mistake. Tickets, please, sir.
Here.
Off to Stirling, eh?
Yes, we are.
Well, I hope you won't be disappointed. It's a miserable place this time of year. Still, there's plenty of pubs and a lovely view from the castle.
Thank you.
I don't want to worry you, but there was something familiar about that guy.
Are you sure? You're tired. Perhaps you're mistaken.
Maybe. But I didn't like the look in his eyes when he spoke to you.
I don't like this. I have a feeling, is that the guy that also dressed up as a doctor and killed the guy in the hospital?
Can't you sit still, George?
I need to go to the John.
While you're there, check out the buffet car, George. Unthinkable though it is, I am hungry enough to eat English food.
Okay.
What we got here?
Hi. Having a party?
No, this is breakfast. Come on, join us, man. Away, Basher, wake up, man. What's company?
His breath was like the outlet from a chemical factory.
Excuse my mate, he's taking a nap. Sleeping like a bobby. I'll wake him up when we get to Newcastle.
We passed through Newcastle half an hour ago.
And I never noticed.
Right.
See you later.
I don't think there'll be any more fun with the drunk people. Oh, what happened here though? Okay.
Oh, no. That gangster creep from the hotel, Guido. Well, he didn't...
Italian Waluigi!
Hey, Buster. This is a no-smoking car.
Okay, maybe he did scare me. It got worse. I suddenly realized who the conductor had reminded me of. Eklund, Marquet's murderer.
Why are they not
I should
here?
have known better than to leave Nico and the old lady alone.
Ah, fuck.
Suddenly, the Sword of Baphomet took second place to finding the girl I loved.
Oh shit, the conspiracy's getting real, people. We are in great danger now.
The door was locked. The door... I really didn't want to shoot the breeze with this guy.
Yeah, Nico's gone. Okay, so we do need to talk to the football fans after all.
Hey, buddy. Listen, I need your help.
What's the matter?
There's a guy on this train who's trying to kill me.
Relax, man. You wouldn't try nothing with us in Basharia. We are veterans like. Slow action at Brightling Sea.
I don't recall the British Army being involved in a conflict in anywhere called Brightling Sea.
Well, you just take it from me, pal. You're in safe hands.
Did you see what happened to the young woman in the next compartment?
No, pal, I didn't. Have you lost her, like?
She's disappeared. The old lady, too. I think they're in trouble.
Oh, yeah, man. An old lady, too.
Yeah. You gotta help me.
Maybe they went to the toilet, like.
I don't think so.
They never go on their own. Always in pairs, you know.
No, she's been abducted. I'm sure. I've got to go look for her.
What's stopping you, pal?
The conductor. He's not what he seems.
You want to avoid him, like?
That's about it, yeah.
No problem.
What is that stuff you're drinking? It smells like gasoline.
Right, I'll put tears in your chest, like.
And your eyeballs, too, by the looks of you. See you later.
I didn't want to wake him.
To be frank, without a cold water hose, I didn't think I could wake him.
Okay.
Hey, bud. Have you ever seen this man before?
Aye, man. He's chalky white and I claim my 10 quid, like.
No, he's an international assassin, and he goes by the name Khan.
Huh.
Aye, man, but I was close, you know.
You weren't.
Would you like a red nose?
No, thanks, pal. I got one of my own.
Do you know what this is?
No, man, what is it?
It's a hand buzzer.
You won't catch me out with that, pal.
If I'd wanted to catch you out, I wouldn't have shown it to you, would I?
Well, maybe she's my pal. Like a clever double bluff, you know.
See you later.
Okay, so
still look like a weasel in a cheap suit. Yep.
Am I missing something? Oh, we are doing that kind of shit. Okay.
I don't intend to jump. I'm going to climb on top of the train.
You're kidding, aren't you?
Just watch me.
Going up?
Hold on now, pal. I'll get your hand like.
Oh, we're going to have a battle on top of the train? Oh shit, man. Oh man. Holy shit. Oh shit.
I always wanted to stop a train, and now was my chance.
You saved our lives, but why?
We were always on the same side, Stobart. Different causes, but a common enemy.
The Knights Templar?
Don't call them that. The real Templars were a noble foe. These barbarians have no right to that name. These men are no better than dogs.
What are the Neo-Templars after? What is the Sword of Baphomet?
Not what you think, my friend. It is a weapon, yes, but one which our enemies will find difficult to wield. A double-edged sword. A power older than Dimolay, older than Solomon.
We'll stop them. You and me together, and Nico.
No, George. My journey ends soon at the Garden of Paradise.
You're talking in riddles. Can't you tell me straight what they're after?
The sword symbolizes a colossal energy caused by the alignment of the Earth's natural power fields.
Which are focused at St. Ninian's.
The energy endowed the Templars with the power which made them great. A power which made them charismatic to such an extent they could control the will of all around them.
Okay.
How did you escape from the Bull's Head?
It is a long walk from the cliff of the Bull to the village, Stobart. Fortunately, I know the ways of the wilderness.
Okay.
May Allah guide you to our enemies.
Thanks.
One last thing.
What? What is it? He's dead.
Oh god.
Don't worry, I hadn't forgotten about you.
Untie me this instant, George Stobart.
I will, when I'm ready.
That's not fair, George.
No.
You took advantage while my hands were tied.
When Eklund pointed
no.
that gun at me, I thought I was gonna die. I thought of all the things I'd never get to do. And kissing you was at the top of my list.
Damn!
Uh-huh.
George, we've got to get off the train. Eklund could recover at any time.
So what are we waiting for?
Hurry! Here we are.
I'd feel happier if we had a gun or something.
Khan gave me something.
What?
His handbag.
Oh, great. If we run into any killers, we can give them a good buffeting. Didn't he have any weapons?
You don't know the half of it. This bag's full of C4.
Wow. Why didn't you say so? Boy, we'll show them now. What's C4?
Plastic, George.
We're going to shop our way to victory?
2 kilos of plastic explosive. The detonator's broken now.
No problem. We'll buy a box of matches somewhere.
It doesn't work that way. It takes a small explosion to start the big explosion.
Well, that's not much use then. What does that sign say?
Apparently during the English Civil War in the mid-17th century, this place was used as an arms dump.
Yeah? What happened?
Look at the state of this place, George. You work it out.
Oh, stray spark?
You got it. The tower was the only thing to survive the blast.
I hope the explosion didn't destroy the Sword of Baphomet.
Do you? I rather hope it did.
Okay, let's blow this place up if all things come down to it. What we got here?
The handle turned easily and the larger wheel began to revolve.
Whoops.
Damn! Then the handle came off in my hand.
What? Oh, okay.
No. No way.
What
Push the
the...
handle into the demon's mouth.
Okay.
Nico?
Uh-huh.
What are you doing?
Committing this inscription to memory.
Can you read it?
No.
It could also work, yeah.
I tried pushing the panel, but wasn't surprised when it failed to move.
Okay. We don't have much else in the inventory. Oh, we got some rubble here.
I scrabbled around in the rubble and found an old clay pipe with a broken stem.
Can we use that?
Now that the handle was gone, it was easy to remove the cog and spindle.
Okay. We all just clog it up in here?
I was sure the clay pipe wasn't meant to fit in there.
In here?
It was no good. The demon wasn't inhaling.
Oh man.
The clay pipe wasn't meant to fit in that hole. The cog wouldn't fit that hole. The cog wouldn't fit the demon's nose.
The cog slipped neatly into the eye socket.
Oh.
It was no good. I was sure the...
Okay. Can I find some more stuff in here?
Under one of the stones, I found a metal coin which was green with age.
What else?
It was caked with soil, but what I'd found was a small cog and spindle.
Oh ho!
With a rasp of metal on
Aha!
stone, I eased the second eye into place.
The cogs all meshed. It began to turn.
Did it? Go in.
As soon as I saw the flickering torches, I realized the bogus Templars had beaten us to the sword. But where were they now? And why was it so quiet? It looks like the Templars got here first.
We might not be too late. There's still a chance.
I wish I had your optimism.
So do I, George. Sometimes you're so negative.
Yeah, George, you
No,
negative
George.
Nancy.
What?
Leave the torch right where it is, in case you haven't noticed the crypt is full of gunpowder.
So what?
Oh.
Don't you trust me?
It's not a question of trust.
No? You think I'm a jerk, don't you?
Don't be silly, George, and keep your voice down. I thought I heard something, like chanting.
Yeah, I heard that too.
You're right. I hear it too. What do you suppose they're doing?
It wouldn't surprise me if they were holding some kind of satanic sex ritual.
So,
Whoa.
what are we waiting for?
You want to join the fun?
Will you look at that?
Oh.
Lavino was right. This place was ancient even to the Templars.
This whole place? This is Baphomet?
Finally, the truth. The Templars had never worshipped this graven image, no more than they'd worship a rainbow. But, like a rainbow, they regarded it as a symbol of a covenant with God, who'd revealed this place to them.
Rosso! Why, the double-dealing treacherous?
On the contrary, Inspector Rosso has been the model of obedience, an important quality in a true Templar. Now be quiet and watch, if you wish to live much longer.
Brothers and sisters, we are gathered here to witness the reforging of the sword that was broken. Here before God's sentinel, Baphomet, Grand Master and Knight of Baphomet, we salute and pledge our obedience to you.
I salute you, gatekeeper of the temple. 7 centuries ago, our greatest weapon, the sword of Baphomet, was lost to us. Now we prepare to reforge it, to wield against new enemies. We shall lead the people to a new order, wherein all borders will dissolve. All will be united under the red cross of the Templars.
So world domination? What the fuck?
George, we have watched your efforts to stop us with respect. But surely you realize that you have been misled by our enemies. Both of us want a better world. Fortunately, no harm has been done. We need determined, resourceful men like you. Join us, George. Join us.
Oh, hell no.
Brotherhood.
Yeah. True. Wait. Brothers? What about Marquet?
That wasn't a
What about
brochure.
Pegram and Klausner? You didn't look on them as brothers, only as failures. 3 men dead, and you don't give a damn.
George, you know that sacrifices are necessary. Every great undertaking.
Join you. I'll see you in hell first.
Damn.
Ah, George, I had great hopes for you. C'est la guerre. Eklund, kill him.
Oh, damn. Come on, it's an open.
I swear, I just wanted things to be right.
Take them. Kill them. They will not escape.
Well, well. If it isn't the great detective and his beautiful
Italian Waluigi.
it's going to be a pleasure killing the pair of you.
George, what are we going to do?
Hold up.
Come on,
on, George, think of something.
What do you suggest?
But this place is full of explosives.
The coin? No?
What about that torch?
Oh wait,
What about
just
it?
get the torch, yeah. What the fuck is going on? Conspiracies. We're about to light this place up.
Come on, Nico. We're leaving.
You fools! You cannot escape us. Guido! Stop them.
But master, the powder!
That powder is from the English Civil War. You fool. He's over 300 years old.
I think the buzzer is broken from last
How
time.
explosive do you think it can be?
I thought it was all over, but Nico had one last trick up her
Oh.
sleeve. Or in her handbag, to be
The
exact.
C4.
A handbag full of plastic explosives.
Maybe, but this stuff is brand new.
Run! Holy shit. Jesus Christ.
We didn't stay long in Scotland.
Ooh.
George had a vacation to finish, and I had another story to write. Not the real story, of course, but enough half-truths to fill a page and pay my rent for the month. George and I hung out together in Paris. I showed him my favorite restaurants, and he told me his best jokes.
You know, Nico, this city holds so many memories for me now. The cafes, the music.
The sewers,
Tell me about it. The clowns.
the jugglers.
And your pal Labano.
Yes, dear Andre.
When we first met, and I was doing my detective stuff, you kind of disappeared a lot, Nico. Were you and Labano,
There was something happening, but nothing to do with Andre.
Uh-huh.
It was something from the past that I had to deal with, on my own. So, I dealt with it, and now it's over.
Hey, did I ever tell you the one about the old Irish couple in the lottery?
No, but I think you're going to.
Okay, there's this old Irish couple. They've been married forever, like 50 years, and they win the lottery.
Wow. Oh, director's message. Thank you for playing Broken Sword Child of the Templars the Director's Cut. 2010 marks Revolution's 20th anniversary. Back in 1990, the Berlin Wall had just fallen. Sierra, creator of the King's Quest series, among many other adventure titles, ruled supreme in the adventure market. And LucasArts was emerging with a new breed of witty, quirky adventure games. Monkey Island, which was just around the corner. I also want to play that series as well. I was development director at the publisher Activision and was keen to set up a development company to challenge the American behemoths. Tony Warner, a designer programmer with whom I had worked a few years earlier, was bored writing aeronautical software. So was his colleague David Sykes. And Norrin Carmody, who was general manager for Activision UK, wanted to move from publishing to development. This is a revolutionary team when we first started in 1990. Jean Baron, then head of the publisher Mirrorsoft, invited me out to lunch one day and told me that if I want to set up a studio, that he would fund the publisher games. Everything was fitted into place, and all we needed was the game concept to pitch. The game concept was later to evolve into Lure of the Temptress, based on a system that we called Virtual Theater. The adventure engine guided characters intelligently around the game world. We were non-stop for weeks to write a prototype. I then drove to Mirrorsoft's offices in London to make the presentation. But en route, after leaving the car unattended for a few minutes, a thief broke in The radio was stolen, but for some reason the thieves didn't take the PC on the backseat. It was not insured. So the pitch went ahead, Microsoft commissioned the game and Revolution was born. Wow, what a way to start your company. There was the Templars team in the early 1990s. The Broken Sword series was conceived like so many of the best ideas over an excellent dinner with plenty of wine. And it was 1994 and I was dining with Norrin Carmody and Sean Brennan, who was now head of publishing at Virgin Interactive. We started talking about the mythology of the Templars, almost unheard of at the time, and what a rich historical background it would create for any entertainment product, particularly a game. And so, 10 years before the plethora of Templar-themed entertainment products, Broken Sword was born. It was the first concept art of a drawing George. This is how Nico started life. He had very high ambitions for the game, but the competition was fierce. At Revolution we had an excellent team who had written some very successful adventures. But to move to the next level we need to bring in the very best people from other creative industries. I convinced a very talented layout artist, Eugen Callel, if I said right, to join the project. He and his colleague Neil Breen, who had both previously worked at the Dawnblood studio in Dublin, drew all the backgrounds in pencil and we digitally colored them in Photoshop. Bridge of the scene surprisingly similar to the Ouse Bridge in York. Oh man, there's still more. The main characters are the introduction sequence were created and drawn by a brilliant animator, Mike Burgess, who worked for Red Rover Animation Studio. Tragically, Mike, who was in his 20s, died a few months later. A few years earlier, I had played for a cricket team with the composer Berton Philo. He had since lost contact, but when I contacted him to suggest that he might like to write the music, he jumped at the chance. The dream team had come together. The development was very exhilarating but often fraught. On the release, Broken Sword was incredibly well received both critically and commercially. The game was followed a year later by Broken Sword 2, which I'll play in the future. After a gap of 5 years, we moved to a 3D presentation for Broken Sword 3. And then Broken Sword 4. While hugely controversial, the move to 3D was necessary to secure publisher support, although my provocative statement that point-and-click adventures are dead has often returned to haunt me. The enigmatic Dwayne, who is he really? And does his mysterious wife Pearl really know for sure? Chantal, the hapless waitress. For the director's cut, I have had the pleasure of working with comic book artist Dave Gibbons, with whom we had worked previously on Beneath a Steel Sky. Dave had drawn the facial expressions and the new movies. An honorable mention goes to Tony Warner, who had been an integral part of Revolution since its inception, and Joost Peters, with whom Tony had programmed this new version. And of course, commercial director Norrin Carmody, who had helped steer the company through both good and difficult times. I feel extraordinarily proud that 15 years after we conceived and started designing the first game, there's still such a passion for the games, and privileged that so many fans have remained so loyal to the series. Thank you. Charles Cecil, director. Team had grown by 1996. There's Charles Cecil today, with slightly less hair. Norrin Carmody, one of the founders of Revolution. Charles and Dave work on Beneath a Steel Sky. And David Gibbons today. Tony Warner, co-founder and director's cut programmer. Joost Peters, present-day Revolution programmer. Photograph of Constantine's Broken Sword, erected outside York Minster a few years ago. And that's it. So funny thing is, after this game came out, they said they made like 4 games, but there is a Broken Sword 5 as well. I think that game is also available on like modern consoles like the Switch and PC. I don't know if they made anything else, but yeah, this has been Broken Sword Shadow of the Templars, the first game, but then the director's cut. I must say it's been... The story is incredible, but I mean, it's a 1996 game, so in terms of like some visual aspects and voice quality leaves a thing to be desired, especially if you jump in between also the added in 2010 director's cut stuff. From what I remember, they added some segments for Nico where you found out that her father was involved in all of this. So if you then go back to the 1996 voices, it's quite rough. Yeah, but honestly, I like this game. I'm pretty excited to check out the second game, but I told it before in the Discord, also for people who would like to join. Here again, the Discord. There's a vote happening right now for what my next game will be next week, together with Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga and Spyro 2. I'll be playing a new game as well. And then when one of the other games finish, I'll probably start Broken Sword 2. Just to see how the story continues. But bear in mind, the other games are also just as crazy with the whole conspiracy stuff and the more mature themes that play in them. If you would like to try this out for yourself, I know on Steam, let me double check it. I bought the bundle. Let me look at it up in the store actually, real quick. So the games are all like €5-ish, so they're pretty cheap if you want to do a decently long point-and-click adventure game. I think the only one that's more expensive is Broken Sword 5, which goes for like €23, it seems. So honestly, if you like what you saw for Broken Sword, you could pick up any of the first 4 games for €5. They're pretty cheap and last you like 8 to 10 hours. Because I think, hold up, how long does this take? I would say 11 hours. So 11 hours of playtime for like €5, I'd say it's pretty good. But yeah, that'll probably be it for me for today. That was the finale of Broken Sword. We finished another one. So let's see here. Ow! Don't do that. Ow! Don't bug me! Stop that! Who are we rating? I say we rate Finley. Finley's also having his debut 1st of August, so do check him out. Thank you for the headpats, Augie. We will be rating Finley. Doing the usual Augie rate message. There we go. If you have time, stick around for the rates. We'll be rating Finley. As always, thank you guys for joining me here today. I've had a lot of fun with the Broken Sword series. And I hope you guys did as well. So I'll be heading off to bed soon, probably. And tomorrow morning I'll send out the new schedule as well. Because I'll be home at my parents' place. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys all later. Bye bye!